This demo covers the Axis Charts module. Like other Axis modules, I can simply click the large button on the login screen, or if I'm already working within Axis, I can click Charts from the main menu at the top of my interface to get to this module. As you can see here, Axis allows me to create vertical or horizontal bar charts or a pie chart. I can enter up to 6 data points. Chiron Creative Services can help me determine the look and feel of my charts so that they match my station's branding or on-air look. To show you more about how charts work, I'm going to create a vertical chart, you see I selected it there, based on a dining survey. And you can see that I put dining survey there on the right in the title field. Here on the left, in the headline field, I'm going to type, "How often do you eat out monthly?" And as soon as I type, you see that text appear there in the very top line of my headline. Next, in the subject field, I'm going to type dining survey. And as I type, I can make corrections as I go. You can see that text appear in the main field of my headline. Lastly, over here on the left, in the data attribution field, I'm going to type open table. And as soon as I do, then I can step back a bit, and you'll see there on the bottom right of my graph, open table receives the attribution for this data. So far, so good. Now we need to enter some data. First, we're going to add some labels to indicate how many times our viewers eat out each month. For example, I'll put 0 to 1 times in the top row, then 2 to 4 times in the next row, and so on. In fact, I think I want to add one more data point, so I can click the plus here, and remember, Axis allows me to have up to 6 data points, so 4 will be fine, and I'll add that last data point. And once I've put these labels, I'm just going to step back again, and we'll see how this looks. And there you can see the labels at the bottom of those vertical bars. Now we need to put in the actual data. So in the right-hand column of this center table, I'm going to add the percentages for each field. And you can see that as soon as I add a number, the number displays in the vertical bar and the height of the vertical bar adjusts accordingly. Now in this case, these percentages should add up to 100%. So I'm going to check the little checkbox here down at the bottom. And if they did not add up to 100%, I would get a little pop-up warning. In this case, my addition is correct, and they do in fact add up to 100%. There is no warning. Next, I want to add a percent sign after each data value. So I select that from the drop down here, and it appears instantly after the values in the chart. I can also adjust the positioning of the values in the bar with the alignment tool here, but I think for now I'll leave them there in the middle. I'm ready to render this graphic for my show, and I can choose whether I want it to be a still image or an animation. So if I select still image, I can then choose how I want it delivered. I could deliver it directly to my rundown, but for now, I'll just choose to download it locally. It takes a few moments to assemble, and then once it does, we can check the download folder. And there it is as a high-quality PNG with alpha. Let's look next at what happens if I download this as an animation. Once I click Assemble Animation, the Assemble Animation window appears, and I can preview proxies of the available animation options. In this case, the bars may either grow or fade sequentially. I'm going to select the Grow animation, then I can set the length of time for the animation and whether I want to add padding before or after the animation. Once I click OK, the animation will begin to assemble. When it is ready, I get a notification and it gets delivered to my track folder. So we wait just a moment and then we can go look to track and do a quick search for charts in the last 24 hours. The search shows the still rendering of this chart as well as the animation that I just made. Again, I can see a proxy of the animation as well as download it. Here I see it in my downloads. Once I've downloaded it, I see it in my downloads as an MP4. It may also be rendered as an animation codec with alpha. So let's return to the charts module and change the chart type. Once I change the chart type, notice that all of the labels, values, and other settings still apply. So it's easy to assemble a different style of chart without redoing everything. Pie charts are especially useful for data that totals to 100%. And again, all of my settings transfer and I can make adjustments. The options for animating a pie chart are a bit different though. So I'm also going to adjust the speed. Then, when I'm ready, I'll click OK. The animation is rendering and is sent to track. It may take a few moments or so. So if I don't see it right away, I'll simply refresh. I'll wait just a moment and then I'll refresh. And there is my animated pie chart available as an MP4. That's it for the charts module. Thank you so much for watching.